Ah, it's hot and heavy out here, isn't it? Imhotep Sankofa, the wild guy. Wow. I love Bishop Talbot Swan, although I differ with him from a spiritual, logical, knowledgeable point of view on Christianity and even black folks calling themselves Christians from a historical analysis. That's for another debate. Just dealing with his quotes right here, I agree with everything he said except the first line, but we'll break it down. As Christians, we don't condone violence and we don't celebrate murder, but neither do we sanitize wickedness. Charlie Kirk was not a martyr. He was a racist who spewed vile rhetoric that dehumanized black people and proclaimed them inherently inferior. Speaking the truth about who he was is not hate. It is a moral responsibility to condemn the evil he represented. He's completely correct. All of this is correct except the first line, and I just want to deal with that for a minute. As Christians, we don't condone violence and we don't celebrate murder. That's not true. You ever heard of a part of history, a chapter in history called the Crusades? You ever heard of the Vatican councils, the robbers' councils? You know who St. Vincent de Paul was? Do you actually know who St. Vincent was? And St. Dominica and all of those patron saints and what they did. You ever heard of St. Thomas Aquinas? You ever heard of the Dark Ages? You ever heard of the Age of Reason, the Age of Enlightenment? A lot of these periods of time, the French Connection, we could throw in there. A lot of these periods of time were full of violence done by Christians. There's a song called Christian Soldier. That's Christians coming in with the Bible in one hand and a sword in the other to make you convert. To make you convert. So I know the bishop's been through theology school and has an education, but I would differ with him from an education historical point of view. I can give him sources that Christians have always condoned violence. They have been the perpetrators of violence. And they continue to perpetrate violence even today. Ask them in Gaza. What?